So I took a little detour to a historic town called Pearce. And there used to be 2,500 people here because this area, let me see if I can turn the camera around. This right here, all of that, there's mines in there, gold mines. You can kind of see out there to the right of that building. Well, I'm not sure because the camera's flipped. But there's multiple entrances along here, and there used to be 2,500 people out here in this little town, which is right over there. I took a few pictures, and then the mines flooded decades and decades ago, and within a few days the surviving families had packed up their basic necessities and then left it as a ghost town. So now there's 15 people that live here. So I'm on another mountain gravel road again, this time inside the Cochise Stronghold, and I still have about another 1.5 miles to go, but I came across this. And I took a picture of the previous one that I had to cross, but it was shallower and didn't have as many big chunky rocks. So I'm leaving Aurora back there, and I'm gonna hike the rest of the way in. Oop. Yeah, this water is pretty deep. I can walk across on the edge here. That is a no-go for Aurora. I mean, she's a pretty boss babe, but I think I'm gonna have to leave her behind. Well, I came to the end of the road back there, walking in, but I was able to get past the gate and came all the way in, and now I am legit at the end of the road. This is the Cochise Stronghold, named because the Apache war parties found haven here, and this is where they would camp when they weren't at war with the U.S. Army, which they were for about 10 years. Here. Let's go here. All right, the canyons and mountains around you have been the scene of many noteworthy events over the centuries. Most significant were the years when these rugged mountains were a home for the famous Chiricahua Apache leader, Cochise. As the most powerful chief of the Chiricahua Apaches in recorded times, Cochise was a significant figure in 19th century southwestern history. One of the greatest of all American Indian leaders, he was a much feared, yet in many ways admirable man who dominated Indian-white relations on an expansive frontier. These rocky canyons became known as the Cochise Stronghold because of the refuge they provided when Chiricahua Apaches struggled to maintain their existence against the effects of advancing Euro-American settlement. And I have to say that this place is, I'm on a bridge right now, going to a trailhead, which I'm not going to hike because I'm not in the proper attire for hiking, and I don't want to leave my bike back there on the gravel road for too long. But in any case, this would be a magnificent place to be in the event of an apocalypse, which is what I'm sure it felt like for the Apaches with the Euro-American settlement coming across their lands, encroaching across their lands. So, in any case, thought I'd take you along on the hike with me. So I'm leaving the center of the stronghold. Anywhere else I would go, I'd have to go up a trailhead and, whoop, sorry about the, here. In my motorcycle boots, which I've worn the tread down. Let me look at this. Ooh, those are almost flat. I'm gonna have to get some new boots. I go through boots really fast. But in any case, I am heading back to the bike, and I'm going to, I've got a couple of miles on this dirt road to get back, and that takes a while because you can only go about 15 miles an hour. But when I get back to an actual road, then I'm going to keep heading east towards the Chiricahua Mountains. And there is a national monument out there. And as you know, and as I've learned in my travels, national monuments are usually massive natural formations. And of course, that's what I'm here for. So, okay, I startled a mama and baby deer. Ooh, a couple mamas coming around the corner up here. Oh, I gotta turn the camera. Two of them have already crossed the road. There she is. Oh, there she is. There's another one. Oh, she's looking right at me. She perked up. Oh, the other one's up in the woods there. Oh, there they go. Who's a lucky girl? And there she is. Right where I left her, safe and sound. Okay, now I've got a few miles ahead of me to get out of the stronghold on these gravel roads. Pretty washboardy out here. And then off to the Chiricahua Mountains. The Chiricahua Mountains are right behind me, and they are closed. There is a 26-mile road that twists and turns all the way out here to get to this mountain range, and there was not one sign all along the way saying, "These mountains are closed." I once again pulled right up to the end of the road, and they've got it gated. So I'm gonna head back to Sierra Vista. But it was a pretty ride, so I am not gonna complain. Now I'm going to head west towards that mountain range over there, which are the Dragoon Mountains that I came from, where the Cochise Stronghold was. No more exploring for me today. I'm just going to have an easy ride home.